Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, sisters. All,
Shalom.
all praises to the Most High for another Sabbath day, another day the Lord has made. And we're going to rejoice and be glad in it. Amen.
Amen. Can I get amen?
Amen. Good. Lord and sisters are doing well in the spirit this Sabbath day, keeping it holy, set apart. All praise the Most High for another sisters chat. We're
Mm-hmm.
back. I know we missed a week. We missed y'all, man. We missed y'all. Lord willing, this one is going to be edifying. And shalom. Hallelujah. Let Abiri get in there. I'm going to let you get in there.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. I ain't got nothing to say but all praises to the Most High.
Hey,
Glad to be here. So I'm glad it's the Sabbath day. Time is running by so fast.
it
It
is.
was Monday, then it was Thursday.
Pretty much. Pretty
I was
much.
like, there's no way time is going by this fast. But hey, the Lord said it's gonna happen though.
Yep.
And my husband talking, he was like, I know some people prayers getting answered. I know some Israelites out here praying, Lord, please speed up the time, please shorten the days.
Yep.
Oh, he's doing that for sure. For
Oh,
sure. I
yeah.
was telling my husband, I was like, I'm really just trying to enjoy the Sabbath day because I'm gonna blink and it's gonna be over. And then it's gonna be Sunday again. It's
Yeah.
like the time is just it's literally like this. It's literally like literally I feel like fast, like I don't remember time feeling this fast. And we know it's not crazy because even people in the world are saying I was on the phone with mom and she was like, I cannot believe the year came by so fast. Like even
Mm-hmm.
people in the world are saying time is going by so fast. Like,
Yep.
whew.
And that's how it's
I'm
going to be,
glad it's
man.
Saturday so we can rest.
Come on. And that's how it's going to be, man. When all hell break loose, they gonna realize everybody gonna find it. Everybody gonna realize it. Be like, dang, them people on the corner, them Israelites, they was right. All that stuff they said was gonna happen, doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Time getting shorter,
They
war in
gonna
the
be
earth.
working trying to find the men of the Lord, as the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm. Telling
Mm.
you, and that's segueing perfectly into what we are talking about today. So today's sisters chat time is running out. You see, the time is speeding up. The time is running out. We got every single day. We go to sleep, wake up. That's a day closer to your Yahushua coming back. That's how you got to see it. And it says the second part, and you're distracted? Question mark. Because a lot of our people in the world and in this truth distracted. Mine ain't right. Focusing on the day to day, your routines. Okay, wake up, I pray, I wash my face, brush my teeth, and I go in there, fix breakfast, cook the kids, or I might go to work, and come home, cook dinner, and you clean up the house, go to sleep, or watch the TV, read scripture, and rest. It's constant cycle, constant cycle. But we have to remember Yahweh Shai is coming back. We do not want to be distracted with things of this world, might be doom scrolling, might just be, you know, living in pleasure, maybe just focused on, you know, advancing in this world. And there's nothing wrong with, want to get, like a degree or maybe, trying to find a better situation to put your family in while we're still here. But we don't want to forget the times that we are in and coming into. Because as soon as we get distracted, that's when Satan tricks us out of our spot. And we can't have that. But we're going to get the foundational precepts, kick things off.
If any man speak to him, speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister to him, do it as of the ability which Yahweh give, that Yahweh in all things may be glorified through Yahweh Shai, to him the praise and the men forever do. Amen. Okay, we want to speak the oracles of the Most High. We don't want to, and everything we do and say, we want to glorify the Most High because it is only His ability. We're able to get on here and be able to even enjoy the Sabbath day and to observe it. We were once in darkness.
Come on.
praises. Hebrews 10:24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. So on here to provoke our sisters unto love and unto good works, to make sure that, we in the flesh, we all get distracted from time to time. And that's why we got to examine ourselves. But we're here to provoke one another to not be distracted, to lock in, to focus, refocus. The Feast of Dedication, that's not the only time we should be rededicating and refocusing. This should be an all year round thing. So I'm here to provoke our sisters unto good works, to make sure that our head is in the game, that we're not getting caught up in the things of this world. That we're not losing focus and remembering the end goal and keeping the main thing the main thing. So Lord willing, this is edifying to sisters, but not only to y'all, but to ourselves as well. We can take our own advice to the Spirit. Lord willing, sisters are having a good Saturday. So come, I praise the Most High.
That's a good point too, because it feels like sometimes only certain people they only decide to get right. It sounds like people decide to get right when it's feast dedication or
Passover,
atonement. Yes, and it's like that's not the only time that you should be examining yourself, proving yourself,
apologizing.
Right. And we're trying to be better because oh, it's sifting season. Let me try to tighten up now. Oh, you should be in that same spirit year round.
Right. You should. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just about to say, you should be challenging yourself, pushing yourself to be better all year round. Now, ain't nothing wrong with when the feast days approach and you want to, make sure you really lock it in, because that's the spirit to be in with the feast days approaching. Because, all these feast days have a spiritual significance. But that shouldn't be the only time. Like, it should really be a routine thing. You shouldn't be preparing for Day of Atonement. Okay, I'm going to fast like 2 times for Day of Atonement to get ready. You should already be fasting on a routine, consistent basis. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with doing a double fast before atonement to get even more ready, but these things should be routine because we should really be locked in year round. It shouldn't be locked in only a seasonal time. And granted, to everything there is a season. So this season you might be just had a new baby and you're only reading like 3 chapters, and this season you're working more hours, so you might only be reading 2 or 3 chapters. Like, so we know everything is a season, and your works might look different, but nevertheless, we still want to make sure we're dedicated to the Most High and putting forth our brick. What am I trying to say? Making sure we're putting our effort in for the Most High, no matter what. So kind, going extra mile, man.
I'm gonna pull this really quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, just laying back on what Sister was saying. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Just like Sister was saying, we know that there's a season for everything, and right now, sisters should be watching. Sisters should be watching and knowing, okay, I know that this, and this is going on the earth. You got Iran, you got wars in the earth. You got ICE, they going crazy. You got civil war in the earth. A kingdom that's being divided against itself. We should know these things and in turn be like, okay, I really need to amp up the spirit within me. I need to make sure that I'm going harder where I need to go harder at. Make sure I'm strengthening up the things that are weak, ready to die, because the time is coming. We're coming into a season where it's going to be all hell breaking loose. I need to examine myself. Am I being distracted by, the phone, or am I being distracted by work, or am I being distracted by, maybe wrapped up in the kids or something? This is the time to sit back and be like, okay, I need to take a step back, reevaluate, maybe revamp your routine. Maybe be like, okay, I see I'm getting wrapped up in this. Let me fast from that, or let me, amp up. How many times I'm praying a day. Make sure I'm going over certain precepts so I can memorize them and study better, find out a better study habit, whatever the case may be.
Fine, man. This word is our daily bread. It's the spirit that. Can you get that real quick? The spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. Roughly paraphrasing. I think it's in John 6. I could be wrong. But yeah, man, it did. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive, to see the prophecies that our forefathers was writing about come to pass. Like, it's just like I was thinking about last week when we were watching that video, y'all and I, about the mushroom cloud. We were
Hmm.
about the mushroom cloud, and I was thinking, and I'm like, dang, like to John, it looked like he didn't know what that was. He just writing down what he and to him it's like, whoa, what the heck is this? But to us, it's like, dang, like it really clicks and make it's just crazy. Like
Hmm.
to see the visions that they were having and they had no idea what it really was, and we see those visions coming to pass. Look, man.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
But this is John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. This spirit, this is our they give us life through the spirit. So if the words of life is our life, and if you're not feeding yourself with the words of life, if they give us life, then hey, we spiritual dead. If we ain't in this Bible,
Okay.
we spiritually dead if we're not in this Bible. So we really got to make sure. I mean, at the end of the day, if you wanted to, you would. People make time for what they want to make time for. That's just facts. That's facts. People make time and make time. People make time for who and what they want to make time for. And it's just, it is what it is. And if you really, had that care for the Most High, you would be setting aside that time to be in His Word, to make sure that you're going the extra mile, to make sure that you're putting forth work for His ministry. You will be doing those things. So it's really no excuse. It's really no excuses, and we just want to make sure that we are locked in these times to come. And granted, some people may say, "Well, these riots and stuff, they be fake." Okay, yeah, they may be fake, but all hell is still breaking loose.
Exactly.
Prophecy is still coming to pass.
The fact that they're even trying to deceive people in certain, psyopses or false flags is prophecy within itself.
Right.
That's Satan right there. Satan is a deceiver. They're trying to deceive the people. They want the people to have civil unrest within the nation.
Exactly.
They
That's how you
want,
get the people ramped up.
yeah.
A whole bunch of fake stuff out there and getting them ramped up. This is all fulfilling prophecy, regardless. So
They
don't
want you
get
there.
distracted and thinking, "Oh no, it's not coming yet. That's just fake. It's not coming yet. Oh, it's closer than we think.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer than we think. Not yet."
No, that's real though. Because a lot of the times, you might be seeing probably like, oh, well, they said that the World War III was going to start, and they were sending stuff and having the little meetings between the nations, but nothing's happened yet. So maybe it's not happening, or maybe I can just still chill. I got some time to get right. No, you want to have a sense of urgency about getting to a point of where you're completely blameless inside the Most High. That's where you want to get to. And you don't want to get, oh, well, lackadaisical and just, oh, yeah, just lottie dottie every day and just a week and a week going by. It'll probably come in a couple years. No, we should treat, speaking of myself as well, we should treat the coming of Yahweh Shai like it could be next week, tomorrow. You never know. The most I can speed things up overnight, you never know. All the most I gotta do, if he wants to do it, is put it in one of these nation spirits, click that button, drop that bomb, just like that. World War III, just the press of a button. It's not no elaborate thing for these people, these nations to, start World War III. They got the missiles, they got the equipment, the technology. It's nothing. But you got to look at it as grace and mercy from the Most High and giving us time to continue to get our spirits right, continue to fight against these wicked spirits that we struggle with. That is what this grace is all about. Not to get lazy and, just forsaking the grace that the Most High has blessed us with. And I wanted to get this in Wisdom of Solomon. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it is so windy here. Like,
I'm cold right now as we speak. Shoot.
it's crazy. Like I can hear like the doors moving like within the house. No window is
Nah,
open.
sister, you got ghost over there. Don't blame that on the wind.
Man, I hope Julian isn't scared that she's starting to cry. But I'm gonna have to go get her. She's scared, y'all. The wind, it's loud. The wind is
Dang,
like
don't get my baby, man.
The windows are literally closed, and you can still hear the wind.
That's crazy.
Hold on.
Yeah, man. These weather elements, man. Pray
Okay.
that your flight not be in the winter.
Promise.
God.
Yeah.
All praise the Most High.
Before I go, did you want me to put a something on the screen for you? I'm just gonna check.
Con, you can get James 4:13, please. You know, because time is of the essence. Yeah. Time is of the essence. There's this quote that I like. Procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God owes you another opportunity to do what He already gave you time to do. So it's like the Most High He's given us this time to get right. Procrastinating, the arrogant assumption that He gonna give you another opportunity to get right. This is the ultimate time to get right. We have so much time right now to be focused. Why are we not focused? Because I was just talking to my cousin last night, and she made a great point. We were just talking about how important it is to make sure we're sleeping, especially being moms and pregnant or whatever the case may be. And, you know, when Jacob's trouble hit, ain't no telling what sleep will be like. You're not going to be in your bed. It's not going to be no pillows. You might be sleeping on the ground. Ain't no Mike. You're gonna be sleeping on the ground. You might be having to camp out in the tent. You might have to be sleeping underneath a bridge. It ain't gonna be no more bed. So get sleep while you can now. There's the same. It's no different than when all hell breaks loose. You're not gonna have the time to study that much. You're not. It's gonna be on the go. On the go, and that's why we're supposed to be reading now, because you want to have those precepts in your mind. And it's okay if you don't have immaculate memory, like if you don't have great memory. Study, pray that you remember precepts. That's something I've done, praying that I remember the scriptures and that they be engraved in my mind. You know, and also flashcards. Do those things now so you can remember. That's how you train your memory. You go over the flashcards, write notes and lessons down, because the more you continue to expose yourself to something, the more you continue to read the same verses over and over again, remember them. So don't say, oh, my memory's not that good. Well, train it. Do flashcards, watch lessons, write notes, pray for your memory to be better, because when all hell breaks loose, you're not gonna be able to be just walking down the road with your flashcards. Psalm 35, day 2 and 20. Second Ezra, you're not gonna be able to be doing that. You're gonna have to just be able to remember them in your mind. It's not gonna be no more long hour study sessions and being able to watch YouTube lessons on whatever channels you watch. It's not gonna be no more of that. So while we have the time now to study and to pray and to fast, do that now, because the time is gonna look so different when all hell breaks loose. So this is James 4:13. Go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas you know not that what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appear for a little time and then vanisheth away. But that you ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. But now you rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. Life is but a vapor, man. So take advantage of this time that the Most High has given us to seek Him and to make sure we're in our word. Because time is of the essence. We ain't got all day. We really don't. So I would like to ask sisters to examine yourselves and ask, how can I be more focused? What is taking up more majority of my time? Granted, you're gonna have duties around the house and you're gonna have other duties, but are you really in this word as much as you can be? Like, let's honestly be real with ourselves. How can I do more for the Most High? Let's be real with ourselves. Am I really doing enough? I had to think that the other day. It was like, I think it was like a Thursday night, and I was sitting on the couch and I was like, dang, I didn't really go as hard today. You know, I wasn't in my word as much today. Like, granted, I had read, but I had listened to an audiobook more than I had listened to a lesson. So sometimes you need that reality check. Like, dang, I didn't give it my best today. So we just encouraging sisters to examine yourselves, to say, dang, did I give my best today? Did I give my best to the Lord this week? Examine yourselves and see how you can give more to the Most High. Are you finna go, y'all, now? Oh, you're still away from the screen. Okay. Let me get another piece of it. All right, I'm gonna read 1 Peter 1 and 24. and 25. For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as the flower grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the word of the Lord endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. So we all gonna pass away one day. All flesh is as grass; it withereth away. So, hey, Lord willing, we could take advantage of all this time that the Most High has given us because it really time is just like it's slipping out of our hands, man. It's slipping out of our hands. And I want to harp on James 4:17. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. We know what we should be doing. We know that we need to be keeping commandments. We know that we need to be locked in. So do what we know we're supposed to be doing. And let's stop making excuses. But kind of you.
Oops. Con. So lucky, y'all. It was crazy. This is really good point Sister brought up. It was crazy. So lucky, y'all. My door literally, my patio door flew open. That's how strong the wind is.
Oh my goodness, is the door locked?
Now it is. I had to lock it. But I was like, I walked in there on Jubilee. I'm like, why is it so freaking cold in here? I'm like, I look at the thing, it says 69 degrees inside. And I'm like, bro, this can't be right. I turn the corner, the door has blown open.
Oh my gosh.
The door is blown open.
Wow.
I locked that door so quick, bro. It is freezing out that door. Man. But anyways.
I just heard some rattling outside. I was like, hold on now, who on my porch? Hold on now. But I realized it was the wind.
Man.
And we gotta pray not only for the brothers on the highways and byways, but we really gotta pray for our homeless people, man. Brothers and sisters that are homeless and they don't have nowhere to sleep. Baby, go put that back, please. We gotta pray for them. Throw some prayers up.
That's how you know we're in the end times too, because the South don't see weather like this. That's not normal.
That's what I'm saying, man. All this winter storm and man, the Lord, my husband just saying it, man, the Lord is doing something. He's doing something.
Great work.
He's doing something. This ain't normal behavior. It's giving end time behavior.
Okay. You better recognize.
Get right while you can.
Okay. I feel like we've been quoting this the whole call, but we just gotta get it. Matthew 24:20. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. So this is a time that the world has never seen. It is only going to get worse. It's only going to be greater tribulation on the earth. And Slakia. And these are times that our foreparents wanted to see, yearn to see, to be able to live in a time where, our redemption is so close and being so close to being able to see how shall I crack the sky open for our people to be delivered, no more bondage, no more captivity, oppression, having to go to work, this, that, dealing with spirits. Our foreparents, they wanted to see that. That was like a mind-blowing moment. Like, oh my gosh, if I can even just fathom seeing that or living in that time. But we are blessed to be able to be in these times, even more blessed to be on the side of the Most High and trying to keep these commandments, trying to be sincere, and Lord willing, make it to the kingdom. So, we don't want to take that for granted by being distracted, being caught up in the cares of this life and, worried about, madness and folly and vanity. And you going back and forth with, my sister, your husband, and you caught up in that and drama and debates and all this. That's this. Look, we got limited time. The time is running out. And I'm gonna get verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the times we're coming in, lots of people are going to be dying. Lots of people are going to be dying. Lots of people are going to be giving up the ghost spiritually, physically. It's going to be a tough time. That's why the Most High, he had to shorten the days. Because if he didn't shorten the days, if the days were long like they used to be a couple years back, hundreds of years back, full days and not going fast like how it is now, Everybody will be out of luck, gone, finished, unalived. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So we just got to continue to endure, continue to be better, and realize the times that we're living in. It's only a short time. And I want to get this in wisdom. Actually, I'm gonna get this video first. Make this video first. Go and y'all can see the screen and hear it. Play this for y'all.
Time is the one thing God.
It's low. Turn it up.
Okay. Let me start over. Oops. Okay. Let me know if this is better.
Time is the one thing God gives everyone, but almost everyone wastes, and you don't know how much you have left. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Redeem it, buy it back, guard it like treasure. Evil doesn't always look like a demon standing at your door. Sometimes it looks like another 5 minutes on your phone, one more episode, one more lazy morning. The days are evil doesn't just mean danger outside. It means everything around you is designed to make you waste your life. She said she would pray for 10 minutes, but the notification came. One reply became 10 minutes. 10 minutes became an hour. And prayer never happened. She didn't fall because she was weak. She fell because she didn't redeem her time. Most people pray when they are in trouble and forget Him when they are comfortable. And then you wonder why your spiritual fire is dying. God told him to start the assignment. He kept saying, I'm not ready. 5 years later, he's still not ready. And the season he prayed for is gone. Some don't waste time with screens. They waste it with sleep. Some spend their whole life trying to keep everyone happy, trying to be everywhere, trying to fit in, until they realize they honored everyone except God. Some spend years in relationships God never approved, years trying to fix what God didn't send. And when the heartbreak finally comes, they cry over the time that can never return. Satan doesn't need to make you sinful. He only needs to make you busy. Because a distracted Christian is already a defeated Christian. Can you feel it? This life is moving fast. You can recover money. You can rebuild friendships. You can regain strength. But you can never get time back. Every second that leaves you, leaves forever. Put your phone across the room when you pray. Wake up and speak to God before you speak to the world. Delete what steals your fire. Your destiny depends on your daily decisions. Don't waste another year. Don't waste another month. Don't waste another night. The days are evil, but your time can be holy.
That was pressure. That was great.
I'm telling you. Oh, praise the Most High. I found that. I definitely wanted to share that with sisters because I was like, ooh, cut me up.
Right.
You ain't gonna sit and think like you being distracted. Put my screen. Put her face right here. Need y'all to hear this. Being distracted is all that Satan needs. He don't need you to be, tempted with
we hold it because we're keeping the commandments, but yeah, you got your prayers on, but like I'm gonna let you finish talking.
No, she was going right down the path I was going down. You don't have to be, just not wearing fringes, not eating pork. Yeah, you could be keeping the commandments, but if you're distracted, Satan got you.
Right where he wants you.
Got you. If you so caught up in work and I gotta pay these bills and I'm late on this and this, and you so focused on trying to catch a bag and trying to make sure your family comfortable, You're not reading and praying as you should. Your spiritual armor isn't built up like that. So Satan and all types of spirits can creep up in there, and next thing you know, you done spent months, years not building your spirit up, but building your life in this world that's about to crumble, be set on fire.
Full of riches, man. That's that's the spirit. I was reading Sirach 5 this morning to the girls, and you know, then we wonder why we always got spirits hopping on us. Like you wonder why you out of the spirit so easily, or like examine your behavior. Examine the spirits you're moving in. You're probably getting attacked by spirits because you're not in your word how you should be. You're in everything else, and we're not saying there's nothing wrong with putting your family in a good position. Paying bills. Like obviously, we're not saying those things are wrong. But the problem becomes when we're so distracted and caught up in this world because Christ said it best in the Matthew 13 parable. That's what Satan wants. He wants to choke these riches. He wants us to get caught up in the riches of this world. And so it's like, yeah, you could be keeping the feast days and got your fringes on and things like that, but you're not really in this walk for real, for real. You got the outer, and this is what Christ taught about. You have the outer down packed, but the inward is not there. You can keep the outer. You can not eat pork. You can wear your fringes. You can keep the feast days, but you are not in the Bible for real. Therefore, you are not truly renewed and made new. Therefore, you are not truly rooted in this walk because you don't take the time to pray as you should. You don't take the time to make sure you're reading every day. You don't take the time to really fast as you should. It's like a every now and then thing. It's just a routine thing, but you're not really locked in and serious in this world, word how you should be. You wonder why spirits be hopping on you.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder why people be looking at you crazy. And you wonder why you got so many things you need to work on because you're not doing the work.
Yep. Come. I wanted to pull it because you mentioned the parable. I wanted to pull this. Mark chapter 4 and verse 18. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. So you could be in this thing, you hear the word, it's like you, but the cares of this world, deceitfulness of riches, like the sister was saying, you caught up with paying the bills, this and that, and other things creeping in. Those other things that you're distracting yourself with, might be the phone, might be TikTok, it might be whatever drama within your congregation, your household, or whatever with a sister. All those things entering in and choke the word, choke it up. It's overtaking the word because you're not reading enough, you're not praying enough, you don't have the Most High in you as much as you should because you're not doing the works to put in that relationship with the Most High through praying, reading, fasting, studying. So now those spirits, those cares of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, the lust of other things entering in, all that chokes the word. And now, choked it out, now it's gone. And now all the fruits that you did have, they're unfruitful now. And now you got caught out there because we know that Yahushua is coming like a thief in the night. So you're so distracted, your mind not there. You're not putting enough work and effort to this truth, and now you caught out there, and now it's too late. So now Yahushua come back and oh, well, hold on, Lord, I was too caught up in what this person had going on, pleasing man, and doing this and that. No, when it's all said and done, it's all said and done. There's no shoulda woulda in that day.
Leave that blanket on, sister.
It's you letting months and months and months go by, and you just not increasing. You're not, creating those good works, having good fruit be multiplied unto you. You just unfruitful. I'm gonna get this in Luke really quick. Just laying back off of this point. Luke chapter 8 and verse 14. It reads, and that which fell among thorns. Oh, Salaki.
No, I can read it for you.
Oh, what?
Just tell me when to stop. And that which fell among thorns are they which, when they have heard, go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection. But that on the good ground are they which, in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience.
You can stop right there. I just wanted to bring this out because when you notice, it's the same parable. It's just this part right here is very key. And bring no fruit to perfection. You don't want to be choked up with the cares, riches, pleasures of this life to the point where you have brought no fruit to perfection. And we know that we're not supposed to come before the Lord empty. So if you are distracted by the things of this world, distracting, okay, I'm just trying to make sure I have to clean this house, make sure that I'm continue to serve my husband and this and that, but you don't read, you don't pray, no fast, no study, all hell break loose, and you were so caught up in cares of this life, pleasing other people, and granted, those are good things to do, but you have to have a just balance. This is Proverbs 11:1.
And then, real quick, you could do all those things, but you still are doing the bare minimum. That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and this is what Christ was talking about. Like, that's why he said, many will come to me and say, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in thy name? Did we not cast out devils? You could do the outer appearance, and then you could still read and pray, but it's still the bare minimum. And that's why the Most High searches our hearts, because he know that you gave the bare minimum, and he know that you could have did more, but your mind was elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just examine yourselves. Sit back and really think, dang, could I have done better in my word today? Could I have done better in my word this week? Like, really, if you really locked in and you really serious about pleasing the Most High, you gonna make sure, like, dang, I didn't pray enough today, I'm gonna pray more tomorrow. You don't have to wait until, like, again, a certain time of the year to challenge yourself to pray more. Again, nothing is wrong with that, but start now. If you didn't pray enough today, pray more tomorrow. If you know you slacking and read today, read more tomorrow. Really be locked in and get right now.
Um,
Don't take this off again.
um, Laying back off her point, this is Sirach 43:30.
When you glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when you exalt him and put forth all your strength, be not weary, for you can never go far enough.
It's plain, man. You can never go far enough. So we got to put away these distractions as much as possible. You know, do what you do. Handle your business as a woman. Nobody's saying, to not pay your bills, not take care of your house, not serve your husband, be submissive. But you got to make sure you have a balance and you're pouring into your spirit, because your spirit is what's going to determine if you make it to the kingdom or not. Straight up and down. Your spirit is what's. Oh, so I can go ahead.
No. I was just saying the spirit profit. It's the flesh that does nothing.
Yeah. It's gonna be your spirit that determines whether when your house shall come back and you looking for the wheat and the tares, your spirit is gonna be the determining factor. Not your flesh and what you accumulated in this life and whatever cares of this life brings, the lust of the flesh. You got to make sure that your spirit is so on point to where Yahushua comes back. Is no doubt about it that you're the wheat. You won't even look like it. Look, there's no doubt about it. You are the wheat, not the tare. That's how we gotta be in the spirit. We gotta want to glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as we can, and we do that with our faith and our works. Gotta have both. And we don't want to be regarding vanity in this life. Get this in Psalms. Psalms chapter 4 in verse 2.
Oh, ye sons of men, how long will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love vanity and seek after leasing? Selah.
So how long? How long will you love vanity? How long will you love this world and scrolling all day and not really praying like you should and not really wanting to fast? You only fast when your husband tells you to fast. You only fast when somebody asks you to fast with them, or you wait till it's a group fast and then you fast, or Day of Atonement. No. You gotta want this truth, want to love the Lord, want to serve him, want these things for your spirit. Because nobody else can get it for you. Nobody else can get the kingdom for you. So you ask yourself, like, how long will you love vanity? When are you gonna put away those old nasty habits? When are you gonna stop being comfortable in the bare minimum and go harder? You see these spirits on the earth getting going harder, getting more rampant, hyping up. It's spirits might try to come for your marriage, might come for sisterhood, might try to come for hop on your children. It's spirits on the earth. So how much more us, knowing that the spirits of the Most High, Habashim Yahushai, are much stronger, that those spirits of the Most High help defend us against these wicked spirits, how much more are you putting in that work to build yourself up, to put away vanity, and to stop going after things that are false and unprofitable for your salvation, to your salvation. But kind of get this in. Woo. Yeah, I have to put the heat on. Oof, get kind
Yeah,
of
man. I'm ready to go get in a blanket. Ain't gonna lie.
yeah, man. I probably did that. That heat working a little too good. I'll break on time. Let me get in John. John chapter 12 and verse 25.
Come on. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Actually, keep going. 26 too. Mm-hmm.
Any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor.
So that's
hold on.
Yeah, keep going.
Now is my soul troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour, but for this cause come I unto thee this hour.
So we got to keep this in mind. We can't love this life, be so comfortable in the routines, and okay, this is our routine, and we do this, we do that, and we go out to eat sometimes, and we be at the feast days, turned up. Praise Most High, those things are good. Defraud not the good day. But if you love this life to the point where you're afraid, you're like, dang, I see these prophecies coming to pass. I really don't want to hear nothing about that. That stuff makes my spirit kind of shaky. I'm scared. I got children. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I like where I stay. I like my bed. I like eating every day. I like, whatever the case is, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose your spirit. You're going to lose your spot in the kingdom of heaven. Just straight up and down. So he that loveth his life shall lose it. You got to know that, yes, some uncomfortable times are coming, but I know that these prophecies got to come to pass in order for me and my children, my family, Lord willing, can get immortality, to live forever. With Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You don't get greater than that. You should be willing to lose it all for the Lord's name's sake, in order to make it to the kingdom, for life eternal. It says, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. And we should want to keep our life eternal. If you love this present life more than you love the idea of you being in the kingdom of heaven, not ever having to experience spirits plaguing you, not being on one accord with your husband, being overwhelmed, losing your patience, not having fruits of the spirit, going off, having to repent, sorrow, death of a family member, all the things that this life comes with, you got to reevaluate. Your spirit ain't right. Because the times that we're coming towards the kingdom of heaven is going to be none of that. No death, no sorrow, no crying, no pain. That's something to look forward to. That's something that you should be willing to risk it all for, to lose it all for. It says, if any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor. So you gotta serve the Most High unto death. Strive for this truth unto death. Strive for perfection. If we say we're gonna be followers of Christ, We got to be wherever Christ's spirit is at. That's where we got to be. We got to be willing to follow him to the ends of the earth. Lose it all for him. We can't love mother or father. Let me get that. Let me get that. Matthew 10. Ooh, so I can. Doing this with my left hand. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Matthew 10:37.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it. He that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
So you got to keep this in mind. You can't love father, mother, daughter, son, husband, whoever. You can't love anybody more than you love the Most High. You're not worthy of him. And it's going right into distraction. You're so distracted by, oh, okay, my family this, my family that. You know, of course, take care of your family. But if you're loving your family more than you love the Lord, you're in error. You got to check your spirit. You got to check your spirit because the Most High gave you them, gave you your family. He can just so easily take them away. That's just keeping it real. So you got to reevaluate your priorities, you know, and you got to be willing to take up that cross, whatever lot that sisters may be going through in their life, because everybody has different lots. You know, everybody doesn't have the same life. But if you're not willing to take your cross and bear your cross, just like Yahushua bore his cross, he was a perfect man. He gave himself for us. All praise to the Most High. If you're not willing to do this, you know, take up your cross, follow after him, be willing to lose some things, maybe lose some people. It's a reality. And not follow after Yahushua, then you're not worthy of him. You don't deserve the kingdom. If I don't take up my cross, I don't deserve the kingdom. So you just got to keep this in mind. Yes, we're here. You know, we might have enjoyed some things in life. You know, we might, enjoy, scrolling a little bit, hee ha ha on social media and this and that, and kicking it with at the feast days, or going out and doing stuff and having fun, enjoying life. Okay, but once you cross that barrier and you loving it to the point where you are neglecting your spiritual life, your spiritual relationship with Yahweh Yahushai, you're not bringing forth good works, good fruit, you're in error. And you're on that verge of losing your life, the eternal life. So I yield. If you had something, if not, I can get another precept.
Can you get 2 Peter 1:10, please? Actually, it's like, can you go to Hebrews 12:1 first? I'm not gonna be too long-winded. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience unto the race that is set before us. When you go to the definition of weight in the blue letter, it means a hindrance. So whatever is hindering you, whatever is holding you back, set that thing aside. You have to get it, but okay.
Oh, it's locked in.
Yeah, you can still get it. So hindrance. It says, hence a burden, weight, encumbrance. And I think when you look up encumbrance or one of those words, right here at the burden at the bottom where it says burden and parentheses hindrance. So whatever is hindering you in your walk, you want to set the thing aside and run and let us run the race that is up before us. You can go back to the verse, please. Can you go to like it? 2 Peter 1:10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for if you do these things, you shall never fall. So Just wanted to ask sisters, how are you making the calling of your election sure? What efforts and work are you putting in into the Most High? Are you really putting your best foot forward? Could you do more? Is there an area that you need to work on? Now, granted, we all have things that we need to work on, but hey, me and y'all not be talking about this. To come to a point, you can't keep saying that you need to work on the same thing over and over again. You can't keep saying that. Hey, our husbands has told us that. You can't keep saying you struggle with that. You've been in this work how long? You still struggle with that? Get it. Get it together. Because if you wanted to work on it and overcome it, you would. Every season is different. So some seasons that spirit might try to come back, or some seasons you're going to battle with another spirit. This walk is spirit versus flesh. So you're always going to be battling with something. One season, let me give you a perfect example. After just having a baby, you might be dealing with being quick to wrath and needing more patience. In another season, you might not have work, you might not have struggled with that. I'm gonna hurry up because but to everything there's a season. So you're gonna battle with something as long as you're in this walk. But you should not keep battling with the same thing over and over all your whole walk.
Yep.
Come on now, let's get it together. What do we need to work on? What do we need to tighten up? How can we go harder for the Most High? How can we be more blameless? Can I yield?
Gone. And that just goes with, examining yourself too. Gotta examine yourself.
Can you get that? That's my next precept.
Okay, Con. This is 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. So sisters know yourself. You know yourself, you know what you struggle with, you know if you I don't know, you get too lazy. You don't read at all, really. You just see a couple of scriptures on social media where you spend 5, 6, 8 hours on social media and you only spend 5 minutes in the word reading, a couple scriptures, maybe a chapter or a psalm or something. You gotta prove yourself. Examine yourself and see, do I really love and fear the Most High above all else? Or am I giving my time, my dedication to things that are vanity? Things that are vain, things that are not going to profit me, things that are not going to help my spirit at all, or help me get to the kingdom. You got to examine yourself. You got to examine yourself and see, is Christ really in me, or is it the demons in me?
Say nah, say nah. Don't you gonna make them mad with that one? Don't say that.
Bruh.
Hold on now.
You gotta ask yourself.
Make them mad with that one. I don't know. You saying some. You touching on some touchy ground now.
Man, we gotta go through it, man. We gotta go through it and really prove yourselves. Because if you don't prove yourself, let's believe the Most High will prove you. He gonna put you out there.
All right.
He'll expose you in the midst of the congregation. He'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
You might be like, okay, well, sister, I'm not really in a congregation. It's just me. He will put you out on Front Street. I promise you.
How you looking crazy?
Okay.
Yeah, everybody want to talk about you. Did you see how she acted like that?
Okay.
Not in the way that we should be gossiping, because obviously we shouldn't. But folks gonna have something to say. Why would you say that? Why would you do that? You got now look at you on Front Street. But self-examine, man. Back to the Hebrews 12:1 precept, it says, "And the sin which does so easily beset us." So you have to examine yourselves and see what sin easily overcomes you. What weight is on you? What is hindering you? Could you go to 2 Thessalonians 4:11? 1 Thessalonians 4:11.
Good.
And that you study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands as we commanded you. So we need to be studying to be quiet, minding our business. Minding our business. Mind your business. Don't worry about, this person, did they follow the truth? What's the hottest drama and gossip in Israel? Oh, did this camp split up? Oh, this sister, she believe in this now. Mind your business.
Yes.
Work out your
Yes.
salvation. It's enough drama in Israel. Everybody always got something to say about something. Worry about you.
Okay.
Mind your business. Work out your salvation.
Imagine.
You point a finger, you got 3 fingers pointing back at you.
Yeah.
You trying to worry about the mote. You trying to worry about the mote in your brother's eye. You got a mote in your eye. How about you take that mote out of your eye first?
Yep.
All right.
Imagine if. Oh, sorry.
No, that was all. Can you go to Sirach 5 and 7 and I'm gonna yield for now.
But imagine if nobody entertained the folly that goes on in Israel. There'd be nothing to talk about.
Okay, give me a second. Make no terror. Make no terror and turn to the Lord and put it off from day to day. For suddenly shall give me a second, baby. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in our security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Actually, hold on. Can you go to the bottom where it says read the whole chapter?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Zoom in for me. Scroll up. I'm gonna start at verse 2. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. And say not, who shall control me from my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. Concerning perpetuation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. And say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rests upon sinners. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in their vengeance. It's like it. Set out their heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit in the day of calamity. So I'll bring this out to say, as the scripture just said, I mean, it's kind of pointing upon tables. These things are not going to profit us in day of calamity. And the Lord's judgment is going to come swift and come speedily. So don't get caught up in that. Make no terror to turn to him, because you're going to get caught off guard and perish in the day of vengeance if you don't get it together. So put aside those things that are holding you back. You know yourself. Examine. You know what sin you're struggling with that you keep falling in. You know what you keep doing. You know how you could be doing better. You know the distractions that you're battling. You know yourself. Prove not your own self. You know yourself. So
Come. That's real now. That's real. And I challenge sisters. We're coming into this new year. We're coming into Passover season. I challenge sisters. Go through. If sisters are on social media, go through your social media. Maybe even go through your contacts. Delete what you need to delete. Like I said on that video, delete some things, whatever is hindering you, whatever is not profitable to your walk, delete it. That brother or sister you might watch or feel like they just always talking about drama, debates, things that are contrary to what was profitable to this walk. I'll say that. Delete it. Why are you following them? Examine yourself. Am I following this person just so I can kind of scratch that itch, because I be kind of bored and I just want to know what people got going on, and they be talking about this person and it's kind of funny. He kind of chuckle a little bit. It's like, oh wow, the drama, this, that. Delete it. Unfollow. Do a cleanse. Like they do spring cleaning, do a little social media clean. Clean what you watch. If you know that certain things that you watch, it might be, on social media or even TV or whatever the case is, you might need to clean that up. Cut back. That could be a distraction too. You caught up in the latest series, the latest movies, the latest book, whatever the case is. Making sure that you are having a just balance in all things, and making sure that you are not being distracted, caught off guard in that day because you were so caught up in what everybody else got going on. Caught up in the lust of the flesh and doing what you like to do versus doing what you need to be doing in this word. But you gonna say something?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I wanted to bring this out. I didn't mean to bring this out. But I just finished Wisdom of Solomon, of Earth Most High, and I wanted to bring this out because this is chapter 16. And prior to this, in chapter 17 too, but it talks more in depth about the plagues that the Most High put on the Egyptians when we were in captivity with them. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 10 out of 10 recommend. And I just wanted to bring this out too, on the flip side, just to realize, yes, we are coming into these times. All hell is about to break loose. Don't try to distract yourself because you're scared of the things that are going to happen. You're trying to find distractions like, okay, I really don't want to think about, all the wars and all the bad things. And, oh, ICE might be in my city and and this is going on. And I'm scared and wickedness is, prevailing on the earth. It seems like, and, this and that. And you have fear, but you're not fearing the Most High. You have to redirect that fear and know these scriptures, these scriptures are true. It's prophesied that the Most High will take care of his righteous elect women, men, and children. So you have to keep this in mind. And just like in the times of the Egyptian captivity, the Most High, he took care of that remnant. He took care of his people. They did not go without. They were okay. They made it. So we have to have these accounts are here for our learning. We have to keep that in mind. So I wanted to start at 20. It reads, but this disaster did not strike your people. Instead, you get this is in the GNT, by the way. But this disaster did not strike your people. Instead, you gave them the food of angels. From heaven, you sent down bread that was ready to eat, and they did not have to prepare it. The food you gave delighted everyone, no matter what his taste. So boom, right there, they didn't have to worry about food and what are we gonna eat in that day, and oh man, children gonna be starving, I'm gonna be starving, oh I don't know, and this and that. I'm used to having 3 meals a day, da, 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 da. And granted, in that time, it probably won't be 3 meals a day, but the Most High is still gonna make sure you are okay. He can have it to where it's a couple days y'all haven't eaten, but y'all are okay. And he feeds you on that third day. You never know, but you have to have faith. Why would the Most High want to try to make sure you good in that day and you don't even believe in the power he is? You got to sit there and evaluate that. And say, well, look, the food that he gave, that manna that the Israelites ate, it was for everybody's taste. Some people, they picky. They, oh yeah, I like spicy food. Some people, I don't like spicy food. Oh, that don't really taste right. There's too much salt. Oh, there's not enough salt. Blah, blah, blah. That manna was perfect to every man's taste. It delighted everyone. Everybody was satisfied. And on another level, we got to be satisfied and delighted in the spiritual bread. Delighted in this truth. So grateful and so thankful to be in this truth, to be on the side of the Most High and not of this world. That, hey, whatever we got to go through, we got to go through it. But as long as I got the Most High, I know I'm going to be all right. You got to know it. You got to really know it, man. You got to really believe it with everything in you. Everything in you. But reading on, verse 21. All this showed how lovingly you care for your children. That food satisfied the desire of everyone who ate it. It was changed to suit each person's taste. It was food that under normal circumstances would vanish away like snow or ice, but now it did not melt even in the fire. This was meant to teach your people that the same fire that was destroying their enemies' crops during the heavy downpour of rain and hail held back its power so that your own righteous people might have food. You created the universe. It is at your command. All creation uses its power to punish unrighteous people, but it becomes mild and kind to those who put their trust in you. So we got to remember whose world this is. We can't be scared of, oh man, Esau, he's coming and he's threatening my family and taking my babies and this and that. We gotta remember who created the universe now. We gotta remember who created these nations. We gotta know that everything, everyone is at the command of the Most High. And if you are in alignment with Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, you're gonna be good. The things that come to you are gonna be mild and kind, like it says. All creation uses this power to punish unrighteous people. Now, if you're unrighteous, then you got something to worry about. Because then the Most High can send all creation to use this power against you. But to those that put their trust in the Most High, it becomes mild and kind. Mild. Mild is nothing. Just like, mild wings, for example. Mild is nothing compared to hot, spicy buffalo. The unrighteous, they finna get hot, spicy buffalo in the spirit. But for us, it's gonna be mild. It might, not saying that it won't be any spice at all. It might get hard, it might get rough, but it's gonna be mild and kind compared to what the unrighteous is gonna get. You gotta keep this in mind. Verse 25, creation assumed all kinds of forms to show how you provide generously for all who pray to you. The Most High has the creation assumed all kinds of forms to show how the Most High provides for all that pray to him, that trust in him, believe in him, have faith in him generously. We got to remember the power we serve. We serve a generous God. Generous. Just like right now, a lot of us, we have somewhere to stay, have food to eat. The bills might not always be paid, but he's always on time. He always gives generously, more than what we need. Always. Whether we realize it or not. So, verse 26, this happens so that the people whom you love, O Lord, might learn that they are not fed by what they can grow. It is your word that maintains those who put their trust in you. So, just wanted to end off with that. We got to realize that it's not about, okay, let me start my garden up so I can have some food. Yeah, that's wise. Yes, most are willing that will be helpful in that day, but it might not. You might not be at home when all hell breaks loose. And we know that we're not supposed to go back to the house and try to grab stuff. No, we just flee. Go. Praise the Most High and just go. Just don't go back. You got to use wisdom, knowing these prophecies, being studied in this word, and know that, look, it's not the garden that you put all your work and effort in. You bought the soil, you bought the bags and the seeds and all this. No, it's the Most High who provides for us, all in all. Through it all, he's the reason why we are able to be fed, have drink, shelter, comfort, refuge, whatever the case is. It's from Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. But with that, I yield. I've been talking for a while.
All praise the Most High brought us some mighty points to the spirit. I'm just gonna get Sirach 34 and 8 real quick.
It's okay, sis. Lower, you can go back to the replay. You said an 8? Slack it.
Slack it. No, that's not what I wanted. Go down to slack it. That's it. Go down. Hold on. Slack it. Let me find the precept.
We do what we're supposed to do. We gonna be all right.
38 and 24. Slack it.
Okay.
Khan, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. So the wisdom comes from opportunity of leisure. Don't compare yourself or be jealous because, I wish I wish I had that zeal like that sister. I wish I was able to read as much. And it all depends on your leisure time. Because if you wanted to, you would.
Mhm.
If you want to, and there's nothing wrong with growing, wanting to be better because you're inspired by someone that you see. But if you want to know more precepts to remember and study more precepts, if you want to, um, whatever, then make that time. Because the wisdom of a learned man comes by opportunity of leisure. What's the definition of leisure? Let's see.
Mhm. I definitely butchered that.
Free time. Use of free time for enjoyment. Can you go back to the precept, please? Opportunity of free time. The wisdom of a learned man comes by opportunity of free time. Now, the Most High tells us to enjoy this life. Like the sister, you gotta have a just balance because there's nothing wrong with watching the new series that just dropped. Look, I love a good show. Hey,
Okay.
I love a good show. All right, look, ain't nothing wrong with going out, hanging out on the town in righteousness and enjoying this life because it's gonna again Jacob's trouble come, ain't gonna be no more of this. So enjoy this life that the Most High has given us, but have the just balance because the wisdom that you want to obtain comes by are you setting aside that time? You got that free time instead of scrolling on your phone while you for hours on end while you sitting down. Put on a lesson, watch a video, read another chapter. Just switch it up. Don't always. I was just talking to Leonardo the other day. Instead of scrolling my phone while I'm feeding my daughter, I'd rather do something productive, like read a book. Good disconnect from the phone. And even then, I got to make sure I have a just balance. I don't want to get caught up in getting this book and this book and this book and this book and this book that I'm slacking on my Bible.
Right.
Everything is a just balance. Everything is a just balance. Could you go to Isaiah 33 and 6, please? But just wanted to ask sister, how are you spending all of your leisure time? Because this isn't our rest, as Micah 2 and 10, or I think it's Micah 3 and 10. I'm gonna read it real quick. You ain't gotta pull it up, y'all know.
Okay.
But Micah chapter 2 and 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with for destruction. So this is not our rest. We can't get caught up here. So there's nothing wrong with enjoying this life, but you can't get caught up in always wanting to relax, always wanting to feel good, always wanting to just kick back and sit back. It ain't gonna we supposed to make our bodies a living sacrifice, Romans 12 and 1. So you're not gonna always be able to enjoy that downtime. Sometimes you gotta put more work in for the most high. You're gonna have to stay up late, wake up early. You're not gonna always be able to kick your feet up. Because this
Right.
ain't our rest. It ain't supposed to feel good. We're supposed to
Right.
be doing the work. We're supposed to be serving the most high. So don't get it confused. It's not all about us and what we trying to do and how we trying to feel good. No, we're here to serve and magnify the name of the Lord. So don't get caught up and distracted and forget that. That's what's truly important. So right, so like Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. Can you go to the word stability?
Uh-huh. Hold on.
Stability, the state of being stable. So the words of life is going to keep us stable when our hell breaks loose. So we're not running to and fro and frantic. It's going to give us a sense of what's that? Solidity. My bad. Solidity,
Mhm.
firmness. The Most High, His word is going to keep us secure. But if you're not in this word, then how can it do that?
Right.
Can you go to Proverb? No, I'm gonna get Luke 10 and 38, and then I got two more, and I'm done. Luke 10 and 38. Okay. Now it came to pass as they went that he entered into a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha received him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, which also sat at Yahushua's feet and heard his word. Martha was cumbered about much serving, and came to him and said, Lord, dost thou not care that my sister have left me to serve alone? Bid her therefore that she help me. Yahusha answered said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things. But one thing is needful, and Mary have chosen that good part, which shall not be taken away from her. Now, um, hold on. So it's like it. But so Martha, can you go to the word cumbered, please?
Con.
Wow, that's full circle. Obstruct or hinder.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hamper or hinder. Obstruct. Synonyms: obstruct,
Impede, inhibit.
impede. Go back to the verse. It said Martha was cumbered about much serving, but Mary sat at his feet and heard the word. So Martha was distracted. Don't be like Martha. Now, granted, that might have been a good sister. One person was on. I ain't saying she not, but don't be cumbered about with this and with that. Don't let it be an obstruction. Don't let it be a distraction in your walk, in this walk on a straight and narrow path with the Most High. Don't let it hinder you. Whatever it is that got you cumbered about, remove it.
Mm-hmm.
Then notice how Mary said, bid her therefore that she help me. And Yahusha answered unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things, but one thing is needful, and Mary have chosen a good part, which shall not be taken away from her. Christ wasn't finna beg Martha to come over there.
Nope.
Just like the Most High's not finna beg us to serve him. He ain't finna beg you to come here, come get this word. Get right now.
Don't you see him over here?
He's not about to do it. Yahusha wasn't pleading like, Martha, please, come here, please. Because if you wanted to, you would. But Mary, she sat at his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure we're sitting at the feet of the Lord.
Mm.
That we're sitting that alone in quiet time with him. Because he's
Mm-hmm.
not about to bid you and plead with you. He's already told us once. The Most High speaketh once, yet twice, yet man receiveth not. Okay, I yield. Can you go to Proverbs 4 and 5, please?
Oh shoot. Set Proverbs 4 and 5.
25.
Oh, 25.
Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. So, hey, this is all we telling sisters to do. Stay on a straight and narrow path. Don't turn to the left. Don't turn to the right. Keep the main thing the main thing. And I'm gonna close out with 1 Corinthians 7:23. That's gonna be my closing. Did you have any more pieces you was gonna get?
Con, I'm gonna get a few more and I'm done. What was that precept?
1 Corinthians 7:23. Go scroll down, so like you. So like I'm in 35. I'm so like Con. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that you may attend upon the Lord without distraction. So now, yes, we are married. You might be a mother, you might be married, you might, whatever the case may be, but make sure we're still attending upon the Lord without distraction. Setting aside that time for the Most High, making sure that we're seeking Him in all things, putting Him first in our word. So, Con.
And it's a way to include the Lord in all things and righteousness, of course. Meditate upon, these scriptures throughout your day. Find the, spiritual things and certain things that might happen throughout the day. Include the word with your children, in your conversation with your husband, and conversation with sisters, whatever the case may be. Always meditating upon the Lord. And I'm gonna get Let me get this in Revelation. Revelation 18. So we
I
gotta
can
come out
read
of
it.
that one. Okay, the water.
Which one are you? Where are you starting at?
4 and go to 8.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people. They be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judgeth her."
So this is the reality. We gotta come out of Babylon. We cannot be comfortable here, caught up in the cares of this life and trying to sustain a long life here full of mirth and gladness. Like the sister said, brought out earlier, paraphrase through the spirit. This is not a rest. It's not a rest. We gotta come out of Babylon, come out of the ways of her, so that we are not caught up with this place in this sense. Because we caught up with what the world got going on. We're trying to be of this world. We're going to be SOL. We're going to receive those plagues if you're persecuted for sins. And we don't want to go down in this place. We want to be with Yahweh Shemashah. We want to be on the side of righteousness. We want the Most High to blot out our sins, our iniquities, and to wink at our ignorance. And, we don't want to take advantage of this grace period that we have again. So we know that, again, like the title, the time is running out. And it says right here in verse 8, it says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day." And now literally, not literally one day, but figuratively, it's gonna come quick. Time is going quick. Next thing you know, it's gonna come. And it's gonna be what? Death, mourning, famine, and this place is gonna be utterly burnt with fire. The Most High is going to judge this place. You better believe it. If you don't believe nothing else, this place is gonna get judged. So we gotta examine, reevaluate, see where we could be better at, remove the distractions as much as possible, and prepare. We gotta set our minds on these things, on these prophecies, and it's time to come. And we gotta come out of this place. Let me get this in Psalms 24 and verse 3.
Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Who shall stand in his holy place?
And you can go to 5, please.
He that hath clean hands and a pure heart, who have not lifted up his soul into vanity, nor sworn deceitfully, he shall receive the blessing from the Lord and righteousness from the God of his salvation.
So this is what we want. We want to have clean hands and a pure heart when we come before Yahweh Shai. When Yahweh Shai cracks the sky, we want to have clean hands and a pure heart. We don't want to have dirty hands that are always into this drama and this mess and things that don't have nothing to do with our salvation. If we want to receive that blessing from the Lord, we want to be protected in times to come. We got to have righteousness possess our vessel. Who's going to make it to the kingdom of heaven? Who's going to ascend into that hill of the Lord? Those that have that pure heart, that serve the Most High in truth and sincerity, and want to do more, and want to better themselves, and have that good fruit to present unto Yahweh Shai. That's what's going to make it. And I got this one, Psalm 19 and 37.
Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thy me in thy way.
In verse 38 and 39, Slaki.
Establish thy word unto thy servant, who is devoted to thy fear. Turn away my reproach, which I fear, for thy judgments are good.
So come. Now bring this out because this is something good to pray. So especially if you find yourself, being distracted, getting distracted from the main goal, which is the kingdom, pray this prayer. Please turn my eyes from beholding vanity to being caught up in vanity. Quicken me in that way. Establish that word in thy servant. Have these precepts firm in my mind so I can be devoted unto thy fear. And please return away my reproach. I don't want to get caught up with Babylon. I don't want to get burnt up with this place. I don't want to be destroyed. I want to be 1/3. I want to make it to that kingdom. I want to be righteous. I want to magnify thy name all the days of my life because thy judgments are good. And if you get destroyed, that's a good just judgment from the Lord because you weren't doing your part. You weren't doing what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to get this closing precept. And if the sister have anything, bring that out. And Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to get this. Here we go, Solomon. Chapter 19. And verse 22.
Fine. For in all things, the Lord, thou didst magnify thy people and glorify them. Neither didst thou lightly regard them, but didst assist them in every time and place.
So we got to keep this in mind. You know, the Lord, He wants to magnify us. He wants to protect us, keep us, and He wants us to get the kingdom. But He's trying to see, do you really want it? Do you really want it? Because most likely He's willing to assist us in every time, in every place. But He wants to help those who want to help themselves. You gotta want to help yourself. So, Lord and sisters, keep that in mind. Do you have anything else?
Lord willing, sisters can just continue to endure and examine yourselves and see in what ways can you do more for the Most High. What do you need to put aside? Remember that precept in Hebrews 12:1, the definition of weight was a hindrance, and then what we read in Luke chapter. When we read in Luke, I can't even remember what chapter it was in.
I think it was 10.
10. Okay, 10 and 38 through 40. We don't want to be cumbered about with much, got things in our way when we walking on a straight and narrow path. So, hey, Lord willing, we can put away the distractions, set a better routine when it comes to your reading and prayer life, and keep the Most High first. Don't do the bare minimum because again, you could have the outward pack, man. You could read, but you could be doing the bare minimum, and you could. So examine yourself because you know yourself best. I don't know y'all for real. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know, but you know.
You know. So you know.
Look in the mirror, be real with yourself, and see in what ways can you do better. How can you do more for the Most High? Do you need to cut back on this? Do you need, like Sister said, hey, I did that a few weeks ago. I went to my phone and deleted numbers. I don't know y'all. I don't talk to y'all. Okay. Delete. I'm about to do on my social media because, the people you talk to and the stuff you follow, you're consuming that spiritually.
Yeah.
If it's not profiting your walk, cut it off. Cut it off.
Yeah. You said if you're right, I offend thee. Look it out.
Yeah.
You gotta be willing to really put that into play. You can't. It comes to a point you can't be. This the Israelite community beef and this and that. You gotta look. You're not even for that. Anything that's not profiting you out, you gotta go. And you don't want to be, again, like she said, don't be doing a bare minimum because we don't serve a bare minimum God. Okay. He gives you more than the bare minimum.
Okay, so why would you? Okay, period. So why are you doing the bare minimum for him, and he would never do the bare minimum for you?
Clock that.
Okay, we don't deserve the Most High, man. I'll praise the Most High. We love sisters and Lord willing, y'all go into this week feeling refreshed and continue to keep the Shabbat day holy set apart.
Shalom. Back on here, Lord willing, 2 weeks. Love y'all, sisters. Shalom.